Go.
Hello everyone, it's Mark Berger again. This is the second of a series of special videos I'm making for my members of the East Denver Origami Society. And last time we learned how to make a square, just in case you needed to make your own square pieces of origami paper. This project is for a little basket, and you can make it out of any kind of paper you like. These are made out of gift wrap paper. This one is made out of regular brown paper bag material. And this one is made out of a Japanese print. So the model is really rather simple. It consists of the basket, which is made from one square sheet, and then the handle itself, which is made from a quarter of a sheet. And you can use this. Easter's coming up. If we can celebrate that, you can use it to put little eggs in it or something. Or with Pesach coming up, you can put some matzos in it. But here we go. You're rolling your eyes, Sue.
I thought matzos were wet.
Matzos were wet? No, they're flat. You know, unleavened bread?
Oh.
Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to take the first piece, the pink sheet, and that's going to be the handle part. So we're going to fold the sheet in half, and then we're going to fold one half of it in half, giving us a quarter sheet. And we're going to then cut that off and set the rest aside. This was an envelopener, by the way. So we have the quarter sheet, and we're going to fold that in half the long way, like so. And then we're going to take each half and divide that in half as well. You can call these cabinet folds, which is just what they are. And then we take the sheet which has been cabinet folded, and we fold it back in half. And that makes the handle for the basket. So we'll set that aside. And now let's make the basket itself. And we start out by making a preliminary base, which I know you all know how to do. So we fold the paper diagonally in half, and then we fold that again. And then we have two pockets, and we fold one like this. We call this squashing. And then we're going to do that with the other side. Okay, so there's the preliminary base. Now, do you remember when we made the sailboat place card? We took the front and back flaps, and we folded them down across the middle like so. Well, we're going to do that in this model as well. And here's now that sailboat that we had at one time, but we're not done yet. We're going to take the outside bottom flap, and we're going to fold it up to what we called at that time the hull line. And then we're going to fold that again. And you just want to be careful that this little triangular flap does not pop out. So that's one side. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Folding it first in half and then in half again. And make sure that you keep everything lined up along the vertical crease. So that's all the work we're going to do on this one side for now. And now we're going to do, if you recall, the little dance where we move one flap over, we flip the whole model over and flip the model, the one flap again, and that brings the outside flaps to the inside and the inside flaps to the outside. And now we're going to do the same thing. Fold down the outside flaps, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. But here's the difference. Once we've done that, we're going to then take this flap and fold it up, like so. And then we're going to take the two corners and just those layers, and we're going to fold those so that the corners meet the center vertical line. And we do it like so. Then I'm going to unfold them and we'll come back later and fold them back into place. So we go to the one side remaining, we fold the flap down, we fold the flap up, we fold the flap up again, we lift the flap up, and we fold the corners to the middle. You'll notice that this horizontal, everything remains lined up along the horizontal fold. So this is what we have. Later on, we're going to take this flap and fold it down, locking the whole model together. Okay, now let's do the little dance once again and come back to the first two sides we did. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to fold down the flap that we made just to this point. And now we're going to take our handle piece and we're going to put it all the way as far as it will go into that flap. We're going to hold it in place like so, and then we're going to refold that flap from the basket. So you see we've made a crease in the handle of the basket, and that's going to lock everything in place. If you want to make a very strong basket that can take a lot of handling, I suggest that at this point you staple everything together right there. But it's not necessary. So that's one side. We flip it over to the other side. We go back to this flap. We insert the handle and fold it over. Okay. Now at this point, we're going to be a little careful with how we handle the model. We're going to go back doing a modified little dance and bring out the two remaining sides. Okay. And now we're going to fold in those corners once again that we already creased. And then we're going to take this flap and fold it down. And then we're going to take the two little corners here and tuck them into these little triangle-shaped pockets. Like so. Now we're going to go over to the other side, refold those corners, fold the flap down, and tuck the ends of the flap into the little corner pockets. There we go. Now it's just a matter of opening it down, setting it on a table, and letting the bottom become flat. You could make creases there, but I like the rounded bottom of the basket. So that's the basket project. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to come to you again soon with more origami projects. Thank you.